point number 2 this morning is indeed, what do you do with that dollar? Now, I've wrote about it, I talked about it, it's both in print and in the early look. Could this week have been the bottom? Potentially. It's not to say that I don't know what a bottom looks like. I look at mine, if I look in the mirror every day, right? Now you definitely want to be paying attention to this, because today is a higher low, okay? It's a higher low for the US dollar. The risk range has a higher low implied in it, okay? It's not bullish trade yet, but a bottoming process would be defined as a higher low and an immediate term trade breakout, then the trend breakout, okay? That's what oil did. So again, that's what we're watching. That's what we're measuring and mapping. Is it going to happen every day, all day? Absolutely not. That's why you shouldn't be panicking, okay? It's okay. You're going to be okay. But look at what picked up an inverse correlation to the dollar this morning. Spy monkey. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Climbing up the tree, that monkey is. Spy monkey is now inversely correlated, okay, like gold is, to the dollar. Now, gold is so that's new. But that, again, would be a quad 4. What ends up happening is that you get them incrementally, then you get them all at once. I'm not going to say it's happening all at once today, but it could happen by next week, or it may not. And if it doesn't, you're going to be like, oh my God, I should have maybe done what he did. That's probably the best shortcut to everything. If you believe that Hedgeye is the greatest hack in markets, to get global macro right, which we appreciate David Salem being really the initial commentator on that. If you believe in that, do what I'm doing. We're old enough to know a couple days ago when Bitcoin hit new quad 2 cycle high, NASDAQ hit new quad 2 cycle high, et cetera, et cetera. So it's statistically and mathematically impossible to call every bottom, but again, bottoming processes, we have a measuring and mapping process for that.
Top end of the risk range is 99.78. Would you kind of stay away from the dollar, maybe short the dollar more?
So let's just say that this is a US dollar chart, okay? The red one. This right here is the US dollar. Okay, now let's do this. I am from the future. Maybe the future looks like this for the US dollar. Yesterday looks like this, okay? This body of time happened, okay? You go like this. This is where you are. As you, like what Rooster did, so I'll just look at the numbers surgically. 97.96. Write it down. 97.96 is the low end of the range today, right?
Yes.
The cycle's closing low for the dollar is 97.86. Think about how close you are to potentially perfectly bottoming here. Potentially. We're using the word potentially mathematically. Okay? That doesn't say it certainly bottomed there. So again, if this number on Monday is 97.97, 98.05, anything higher, higher lows, the first step of a bottoming process is higher lows. The second step is breaking out through this level here and then going higher. Then this color go green, okay? Now, especially if you're about to hit a quad 4, because now you're putting this in play, all right? A trend breakup. This is how bottoms go. This is called a phase transition for those of you that are more scientifically focused in a 50-day single factor moving monkey. Give me some fries and a milkshake, bro. I mean, okay? Been there, done that, by the way. Used it, because I was that dumb, okay? And that was in a different era where the machine didn't matter and neither did the flows. This is a bearish trend. This is what I just described would be called a phase transition in natural life, where something goes from, think of something that if you put a pot of water on a stove and you turn on the element and it goes from a steady state to a boiling state, that's a phase transition, all right? Starts to boil, pot starts to boil. And then when it's really boiling, it's too late. If you're a frog and you're in that pot and you didn't realize it was coming because you're at Five Guys, you're dead, right? So this is called a bullish to bearish, or a bearish, almost nailed it. Bearish to bullish mucker, come on! Bearish to bullish phase transition, right? Those are the top things in my process to be long of. That's why I said earlier in the early look this week, it didn't just say, quad 2 overbought signals. It said quad 2 overbought and bullish trend breakout signals, okay? Bullish trend breakout signals. Like utilities could very well be a renewed bullish trend. It wasn't bearish. but it would not be something that you'd be getting rid of. It'd be something you'd be buying more aggressively, okay, today.
Thanks for watching Hedgeye on YouTube. If you haven't already, make sure to click on the button below there. Subscribe to our YouTube page. You can also follow the link in the description to our website to get even more great investing content.